Hello everyone, my name is Buckeye. Today, right now, this is my first, I'll be making my first video about what's going on in PA. And, yeah, it's going, as you may know, PA and Canada is going to shit, pardon my French. Uh, just want to, express myself because, it, it needs to be, you know, expressed and talked about. So, anyways, I want to talk to you about, first thing I want to talk to you about public transit. Public transit is, you may know, it's public service for the Prince Albert residents like myself. You go to work every day. I work at the Prince Albert Supported Employment Center. I clean, the classrooms and stuff like that, clean the bathrooms and stuff. So yeah, so I'm taking the bus every day. So as of late, the buses are running an hour every day, an hour instead of half an hour like it's supposed to be. And it causes a lot of confusion and lots of frustration, like myself, because I went to the bus, I went to the transport station today. I just about missed the bus. The rush hour was running. The rush hour was running at first. So then what happens is rush hour goes out first, and then they have to go around the city, and then each block comes, you know, after that, an half hour. So every half hour they rotate. So because it's supposed to happen at night, but now it's happening during the day. So I mean that's not normal. So anyways, it causes a lot of people frustrations and confusion. And one of my coworkers, Jenna, she has to take a cab to work in the morning this morning because the bus wasn't showing up. So you know that's not acceptable. So I yeah, something gotta be done. I mean, it's not normal. So the bus system needs to be revamped or something because somebody at Public Works, they need to open up their eyes and fix the transit system so people can get to work on time, every day, and students, as SciAs, get to classes on time, not late, so somebody at City Hall, they need to open up their eyes. So somebody there did not, they're not doing their job properly or something because they're not fixing their services that we rely on. So yeah, so because I got the schedule here beside me, right in front of me, I got my tablet, and I'll show you what I mean. See, the bus schedule January 6th, 2026. The West Block, rush hour, all day bus routes are operating hourly, leaving from the downtown transport station at 50 minutes past the hour. The West Hill, East Block routes. East Block, that's my bus, are operating hourly, leaving from the transport station at 45 minutes past the hour. So, which means that I gotta catch the bus either at 2:05 or 3:05 or vice versa. That you leave the transport station 45 minutes, like let's see if I take the bus at 2 o'clock, so he leaves the transport station at 1:45. So I gotta catch the bus at 2 o'clock, 2:05. So the Core Express bus is not in operation. So yeah, I mean, that's not normal bus schedule. So I mean, it happens, hourly happens at night, but I mean, during the day, no, not normal. Because, not only it confuses everybody, it screws up everybody's day. So a lot of people get to work, or, a lot of people working, people are going to class, people are going to, you know, go to places, so, yeah, it's totally screwed up, so, bus service, it needs to be, revamped or something, so, yeah. Anyways, I just want to express myself, regarding that, so, I just want to, talk about it, so, it's my first video, like I said, talking about what's happening in PA, so, I mean, I like it here, I like PA, but the way this is going, the way the city as a whole is going, is not going good, so, and, we just had a fire at the Salvation Army. It turns out that it was arson, so, I mean, that right there, is Salvation Army, for crying out loud, crying out, Salvation Army, supposed to help people, in need, like, I don't know, it's screwed up, it's messed up, and, you Salvation Army is supposed to help people in need, not destroy it, and not, I don't know, it's messed up, and, I mean, I don't wanna talk too loud, but, I mean, sometimes I gotta express myself, I gotta, get it out there, because this is not, like I said, it's messed up. And I'm trying to think positive about it, but, I mean, lucky for me, lucky for me, I have a roof over my head, and, a lot of people don't have that, but, Salvation Army, fire, like, it should not happen. It should not happen at all. So, I mean, something gotta be done about this, something gotta be done. Because City Hall, or anybody that gets involved with that kind of stuff, mental health services, addiction services, they need to be expanded, they need to get a lot of services, start up. So they want to help people with their addictions and drugs and alcohol addictions. They need to open up their eyes. They need to expand more. They need to expand their services a lot more, because the way this is going, PA, will end up going to hell in handbaskets, because it's like, look what happened 30 years ago, PA, it's like, it's all was clean and safe, and, people are friendly, and, I mean, sure, a lot of people are friendly, it depends on who you talk to, but, yeah, but now it's like, it's almost like as if, nobody cares, so, I just want to express myself, I want to talk about what happens in PA, so, if you want to know more about this Salvation Army, well, just give me a minute here, because, like I said, he's totally screwed up, so, totally screwed up. Just give me a minute here. See? I'm trying to be positive about this stuff, and, yes, the Salvation Army fight human cost. Human cause for solving fire departments. So, see, fire. That place there, Psalmist Community Ministries. That's the, you know, church. You know, people, you know, like I said, Salvation Army supposed to be for people like go there, have a meal, have a, you know, a visit, a meal, a visit, you know, just to go there to warm up, you know. A fire that tore through the Salvation Army building on Christmas Day with human caused. There were multiple darts from within the building. So obviously people are on mental health or wherever, homeless people, you know. Yeah, those are the findings of the Prince Albert Fire Department, whose role in the investigation is now concluded. So we don't know for sure. I mean, it said it was arson, so I guess you know, yeah. This happened on Christmas Day, so you know, like this should not happen at all. This is effed up, fucked up. See, you know, up. It's totally messed up. So, like I said, it's human cause arson. So I guess hopefully whoever done this 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 stupid act, they need to grow up and, you know, get help. You know, better yet, go and, you know, get thrown in jail and for arson and mischief and, you know. So yeah. So how are you doing, you guys? I guess I'm doing, you know, good so far. I was early on. I was kind of like a little bit, you know, pissed off, but you know, I had to come home an hour late, you know, from the goddamn bus. So, anyways, I'm home now, and now I gotta figure out what to make for supper. But I'm thinking about, kind of craving Wendy's mushroom burger or something. But you know, cost of food nowadays is ridiculous too. I try not to eat out as much, you know. So, you know, that too, it costs a lot of money. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah, thank you for watching. Well, well, first, before I get off the air, before I log off here, yeah, so, my, my work, my job going good, and, yeah, so, just having a pop here, and BS at the same time. I mean, I call up my ages. I should not be drinking pop, but little, you know, drinking pop. I mean, I only drink pop maybe once, maybe, I don't know, every 2 days now. You know, I've been, that's why I go down on pop, you know, drinking more water and stuff. But maybe also my New Year's resolution, I plan to eat healthy. So yeah, I'm gonna try to buy some cabbage. I had a couple of carrots and all that stuff from work. So they had a tray full of vegetables, carrots and broccoli and all that, celery, and a couple of those from work. So yeah, my job's going good, and such. You know, I mean, you know, it's a side hustle job, so. But yeah, it's a great job, but you know, it's just, you know, it's giving me something to do, right? So, you know, 1 hour, now I'll be up next month on February 3rd. I'll be working 1 extra hour Tuesday and Thursday morning. So I'll be working 2 hours, well, like one extra hour every Tuesday and Thursday. So there'll be like 2 hours every week. So, you know, I'll be making 2 extra hours every week. So, anyways, yeah, so everything else, but other than that, just PA, you know, the city as a whole, it needs to be cleaned up, and city hall people and public works and, you know, metro, met, uh, mental health services and addiction services, they need to, they need to open up their eyes wider, you know. City Hall too, you know, they need to open up their eyes a lot more wide. They need to wake up. They need to smell the coffee. You know, look at the city. You know, like Bill. You know, like Bill Pawlinsky. You know, you, you need to be. You need to wake up. You know, you need to wake up and smell the coffee. You know, smell the coffee because him too. You know, he's not taking care of the cities. You know, we were hoping, you know, for a better mayor, but we're not. We're not getting a better mayor. Actually, it's a lot worse. Believe it or not, it's a lot worse than Dion. So now he's making, he's hiking up taxes and abusing the services. And not, you know, I don't know. Now I got 2 more years of him, you know, destroying our city. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be. I'm not looking forward to 2 more years of suffering. And you know, the city, it needs a major cleaning. You know, you need to clean up the city. You know, you need to move all the rat. You know, you need to get rid of all those rats. You know, from up north. You know, you need to move them out. So I apologize for my eyes. You know, my eyes closing. As the one, you know, I'm used to talk like this, you know, so I apologize for my eyes. Sometimes when I talk, you know, sometimes I have my eyes closed, you know, sometimes I'm, you know, that's how I talk. So, for anybody that, you know, get bothered by my eyes, I apologize, but yeah, sometimes, you know, I talk to people, you know, to you guys. Sometimes my eyes are not fully open, so I apologize. So, but anyways, yeah, I just want to tell you about I just want to make this first video about PA. So, yeah, like I said, PA, it needs to be, you know, it needs to smarten up, you know, and clean up their act, you know, get rid of all the rats and cesspools and, you know, clean up all the garbage, you know, stuff like that. So it needs a major overhaul. So hopefully this video will go out to people and, you know, I'm thinking about, you know, making it, you know, I'm thinking about giving this video to City Hall. So I don't know if I want to, but it would have hurt, you know, if I showed the video to them, you know, because this city, you know, like I said, is going to hell in a handbasket. So we're getting sick of it. So you know, we can't live, you know, we can't live in a duck forever. So you know, something gotta give. So first of all, fix your public transit and fix the city. Okay. That's what we want. So we want a better city, better services, better, overall economy, better, just better city overall. So just do your job, and make us happy again. Make us happy, and just don't destroy the city, as more as you should, because you you regret it later. So trust me, you regret it. City Hall, City Hall, please do your job, do your due diligence. Okay, make us happy again. All right. So this is Buckeye signing off. No negative, please. Positive comments are welcome. Have a good night, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.